Well, my name is Father Israel Bien, and I am Filipino. I am from Legazpi City, within the Bicol region. So I am, in fact, Bicolano. And the Bicol region is in the southernmost point of Luzon Island. So we are south of the capital city of Manila, but we're still in the main island of Luzon. In the case of every vocation story, I think it always begins at home. And I'm blessed to have been raised in a loving and caring and religious family. I learned prayers there at home. I learned how to be proud of my Catholic faith. I learned how to be charitable person. I learned all those basic things at home. And I was also privileged to have been sent to a Catholic school run by the sisters. So what I was learning at home was complemented by my training and education in Catholic school. So parish life was it was part of our family life. You know, my dad and my parents, both of them, were good friends with our pastors, you know. And so my dad would, you know, have dinner with the pastor and the other priests, and so it was a normal sight for us to see priests. My attraction to the priesthood, I think, could be traced to that. Priests, I looked up to priests. They were giants in our family, and also in our just in the society, the Philippine society, priests were giants. They were the ones that people could turn to in terms of crisis, in terms of difficulties. They were always in support of the dignity of the human person. Those were qualities that I have seen in priests. And they were the ones I thought they were able to give up many things for the church. So those things attracted me. Who is this man? Who is this priest? And why are they able to do that? There is also another element here, you know. I have a brother who is a priest. And so I grew up, you know, I was 5 when he was ordained a priest. And so I grew up watching him. I would spend summers with him in his parish, and I got to know different priests because my brother is a priest. And so I saw the other side of the priesthood, that they're priests, but they also enjoy other things, you know, watching movies and all that. And so all these things, I think, play a part in my vocation to the priesthood. It was a little bit difficult in transitioning here, just because Catholic life in the Philippines is so much a part of the life of every person. Coming here, I realized that there is less awareness of religion and Catholicism in particular as an integral part of human life. It's just something that's out there, and you know, you go to church and all that, but it's really not an integral part of the life of the daily life of the Oregonian, for example. So that was a shock to me, and also just the familiarity. And coming here, I had no family. I only knew one person at that time when I came here. So that was a little bit difficult in transition. I think what our Filipino culture can contribute to us here in Oregon is to realize that it's okay to be Catholic, that it's okay to be religious, that religion is not contrary to being an American, that to be religious, to be Catholic, is not in opposition to being an Oregonian, that our Catholic faith, that our religion, has something to offer and contribute to our society here. We look to the Catholic Church for guidance, for direction. And living the Catholic faith is so much part of our life that we really couldn't envision ourselves other than being Catholic. So I think that's one fundamental contribution of Filipino Catholicism and the Filipino culture at large to the United States. When I was younger, we would pray as a family the Rosary together. Occasionally, some of my brothers wouldn't show up, but it was a set time for us family to pray the Rosary. So I grew up having a devotion to our Blessed Mother, really. And especially when I was in high school and then in college, I really was able to form that habit of praying to the Blessed Mother. So I had that maternal connection with her. The American Catholic Church really has been very open and welcoming of foreign priests here. The people of God here in Western Oregon have been very supportive and encouraging and welcoming of us who come from priests and seminarians who come from different countries. And I think for the most part that's due to the fact that when we are here in parishes, when we celebrate the sacraments, when we offer spiritual direction, when we visit the sick, when we work in our office, when we play basketball with our school children, they don't see me as Filipino, they see me as a Catholic priest. And I think at the heart of it, that's what is important, that regardless of cultural differences, regardless of various background, I think at the heart of it, we are one church. I am a priest first and a Filipino second. And so I am here as a Catholic priest. I help build up the church here. And so I think the invitation, my invitation really is to see us first as Catholic priests, that we came here to serve the church, and we came here to contribute to the building up of the kingdom of God here, and also to recognize the fact that no two foreign priests are alike. I may be Filipino, the other priest may be Filipino, but we are two completely different personalities.